let's graph this equation. Now first of all, we need to add 0 plus c. Your a value is -2, your b value is 4, and your c value is 0. Now you don't really have to add that, but just so we know our ABCs. Now to find this middle value, the middle of our graph, which starts the whole thing, it's called the line of symmetry. Again, we need to use x equals -b over 2a. That gives us the middle of our graph. So -b over 2a. And if we look at our equation here, b is 4, a is -2. -2 and 4. So that would be -4 over -4, which is 1. So the middle of our graph is going to be 1, which means what's to the right of 1? That'd be 2. To the right of that's 3. To the left of this is 0, and to the left of that is -1. This is like a number line. Okay, our next step is to take these numbers and plug them in this equation. So we have y equals -2 times x squared plus 4 times x. And what do we want to plug in? Well, I'm going to plug in 1. I'm going to take the middle. I like to start with the middle. So I plug in 1 for x. So this gives me -2 times, well, 1 squared is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. So that looks like a -2 plus 4. -2 plus 4 is 2. So that's 2. So at 1, I'm going to go up 2. So at 1 right here, I'm going to go up 2. Cool. There's my first point. Y equals -2x squared plus 4x. Using this equation again. Except now, which number do I want to plug in? Well, what's easier, 0 or 2? I actually think 0 is going to be easier. 0 is really nice. Because that's 0 squared, which is 0. 4 times 0, which is 0. -2 times 0 is 0. Okay, 0. So 0 actually comes out to be 0. Kind of interesting. 0, we're going to be up 0. Now remember the symmetry. If this is 0, this is the line of symmetry. So is this. So this value is also going to be 0. So at 2, we're also going to be up 0. So there's 2 more dots. Next, we're going to plug in one more coordinate. And we got to think, okay, which value would probably be best? Well, -1 or 3. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm going to go with -1. You can do either of these to give you the same answer. That'd be -2. -1 squared is 1. 4 times -1 is -4. That -2 times 1 is -2 minus 4. So a -2 and a -4, -6. So -6, which also means that is -6. Which at -1, you're going to go down 6. Cool. And at 3, you're going to also go down 6. Now, hopefully you can see a parabola here. Go through the dots nice and smooth. It should be a U shape. All right. There's our parabola. And we want the roots. Well, the roots look like are going to be this one and this one. So this right here is 2, 0. That's a root. And this one's going to be 0, 0. That's also a root. By the way, roots can also be called zeros. Roots or zeros, either one. And the vertex, that's called the vertex. And that's over 1 up 2. So over 1 up 2. That's the vertex. These are the roots. The axis of symmetry going right through the middle, and that would be x equals 1. The equation of that dotted line is x equals 1. That's the line where this graph folds. It's where it's symmetrical.